A Long Day in Dunwall is the first mission in Dishonored 2. It acts as both a tutorial for new players as well as a vertical slice for how missions are structured. As Arcane are known for giving players meaningful choices within their games, Dishonored 2 begins with one, giving the player the choice between Emily Caldwin and Corvo Ottano as their playable character. This choice will give the player unique dialogue throughout the game, as well as different supernatural abilities for their playthrough. To properly showcase player choice within this first level, I've replayed the mission twice. My first run was entirely stealth driven. I opted to try to complete the level without killing anybody, as well as remaining undetected. I decided to play through as Emily. The objective of this mission is to escape Dunwall Tower and make it to the tugboat waiting to extract me. The problem is, the way out is locked and requires a key. For those that don't know, Dishonored is an assassination game. There are targets that must be defeated to progress. To feed into that theme of player choice, targets can also be taken out non-lethally. This level has one such target who happens to carry the key I need. I sneak past the guards undetected, stealing valuables and listening in on guard chatter along the way. When reaching the room where my target is located, I learn that the key he holds leads to a safe room where my gear is stored. I also learn that he is a little wary of getting locked in there. This gives me an idea. I sneak above the rafters, silently knock him unconscious, and take the key. I bring his body to the safe room and lock the door myself, rendering him neutralized. Luckily for him, there's a stockpile of food and wine in there for when he gets hungry. I then grab my gear and make my way out of the tower. Up until this point, the level has been fairly linear within the enclosed corridors of Dunwall Tower. On the streets, the level opens up drastically, having many pathways for the player to progress. Some of these pathways are more suited to specific playstyles, like the non-lethal stealth style I have chosen. From this pathway, I can safely peer down on the streets of Dunwall and make my way to the tugboat without the threat of enemy guards. This path is relatively safe, save for a few skill checks like this drop assassination, and this other guard that I can't safely take down as Dunwall civilians will catch me. After scaling a few walls and sneaking through an abandoned building, the path ultimately leads to a pipe that directs me towards the tugboat. The mission ends, and I'm given this cool graph that displays my performance. For my second run, I decided to play as Corvo and go through the level focused entirely on action and killing anyone who got in my way. As my last run included no combat whatsoever, playing the game this way changed the entire dynamic of the level. I took the most direct path, and guards who I originally perceived as threats turned into toys. Sprinting, I took out the guards at the start and brutally killed my target with reckless abandon. I took the key and proceeded to the safe room to grab my gear.